Vanilla Cleric gets to be Goku.
There we go. I think that is right. Yeah, okay, that's top 4.
Can I get a pronunciation on the third name? Chevro?
Chevro sounds about
Chevro?
right.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
始まる。
So, because this is such a busy run for the runner, I have a dedicated commentator. This is Pro Gaming with Ed. I'm CapnClever, doing the run. And I guess we can just get started. So, I'll give a countdown in 5. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Hello and welcome to Might and Magic 6. The first thing we're going to do is use a glitch where we're going to bring a 5th party member into our party. There isn't a 5th party member, so it's going to grab an arbitrary block of code from the top of the stack. And then we're going to wipe the party and die with a party member missing. What that's going to do is it's going to turn the game blue and also reduce the hitbox of our party down to a single pixel. Then a lot of
もうここからバグ使う
a
の。
lot of the walls and floors and ceilings have a lot of pixel gaps and stuff, so we'll be able to do a lot of broken things. We can also swap, do the 5th party glitch again to put our druid on the end, Sword of Fast. Replace his skill points with a frame counter, so that's going to be about 50 skill points, which is 20 levels worth.
Thank you.
So this game has a lot of Easter eggs because New World Computing loves Easter eggs. So in the like
もう
multi-part
そもそ
chain,
も
that bank has a
キャラ選択の時バグを使ったおかげでマップの上下を自由に移動できるっていうことになってるみたいですけど、まるでわからん。
We're going to exit the game for your sake so that the game's not blue anymore.
Hopefully it's back up.
Yeah. This is Dragon Sand. This is like the in-game area. All these dragons would be completely ruining us, but because we're a single pixel, all of the projectiles are going to miss us. So we can just go in and steal their treasure, and they're trapped. And as long as the trap isn't lightning, which is a 1 in 4 chance,
I was getting a bad chest. We're just going to try again.
we can just steal all their treasure. We
全
need
然わから
about
ん。
like 26,000 gold, so we should be... That chest was also pretty bad.
Okay, yeah, let's try again. Of course, marathon luck.
This is the only RNG in the entire run just at this very start.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very front-loaded run.
So that shrine that we went to is the Shrine of the Gods, which is shaped like the New World Computing logo. It's going to double all of our stats. Also,
Yeah, I thought so.
yeah. Also, it has another secret teleporter in it that takes you to New World Computing Dungeon, which is an in-game version of their office. And that used to be in the old route where there was you get a bunch
微
of
妙に
golden
顔が変わるの
bonuses
いいね。
there.
面白い。
You got this, Captain.
Yeah, yeah.
おお。
Dragon Sand is not being nice today. Okay.
Nice.
That's interesting. But we need more gold, so I gotta go again.
Alright. Yeah, there's like 4 chests in Dragon Sand. Doesn't lose very much time to get the rest of them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to come here from the beginning. This is a very
Yeah.
dangerous place to be right now.
Oh, excellent. That's perfect.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Sweet.
Next, there's a little desert oasis here where there's going to be 2 lovely ladies who are going to cast some spells for us.
もうもうめちゃくちゃだよ。
She's a Windmaster. She'll cast Flies. This is Naomi. She casts Town Portal. Town Portal will take us to any of these 6 towns. The plot for this game is our hometown of
これ
Sweetwater
98 年
was
って書いてあ
destroyed
る
by
んで、
devils. And
日
we
本
need
では
to
そんなにパソコンゲーはなかった時代ですよね。まあファルコムが作ってあの当時はもっとやってましたけど、
So we need to appease the 6 lords.
ほとんどあまりなかったよね。
Loretta Fleece here wants us to go to every stagecoach in the world and get them to raise their prices. So that's going to take like 5 minutes. And this is a very open game, so we can just kind of travel freely. Rupert Humphrey, who Wilbur
一
Humphrey.
人だけただのあんちゃんなんだけど、
Yeah,
何なん
wants
だ
us
ろう
to
ね。
get that shield out of that chest. So that's
極め。極面。
some more stagecoaches.
Yeah, we run all over the place. Where we can go with these stagecoaches depends entirely on day of the week.
Yeah. There's
So we
a
have to route
big
a lot of that.
in-game schedule that we have routed around. We have basically no wasted days.
None at all at this point.
Yeah.
Used to, and then finally figured out some other stuff.
Yeah. A gentleman by the name of Free Chip.
あれじゃない Windows 98の時代ってそんなに
fifth party member glitch.
PC ゲーム日本はあった。まあ俺があったそんなに大人じゃなかったから。
So we turned in the shield, so that's one of our 6 council quests complete. Did some training. Getting the 12 water magic lets us become a master, which means that when we get town portal, we can use it just as good as Naomi here. And then all that was waiting because we need to burn days to refresh our spellcasters on the right because they only cast once per day because they're lazy, which is why we need to get the spells ourselves.
So lazy. Like I could cast it 5 times a day if I wanted to.
Anthony Stone is the other one. This one is
Erica von Stromgard.
It is snowing. He wants us to end winter, so that is a quest we need to do. And then Anthony Stone wants us to catch the Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, this guy over here. Look at his fancy castle. It's so important.
The harpies we passed by cursed us, so we have our stank faces.
So now we're going to pick up a couple of expertises.
This is all just like training and stuff. Just
prep work.
Just prep work so we can cast all the broken spells. There's a few broken spells in this game. Might Magic has good magic.
We're not even going fast yet, frankly. This is the slow part of the run.
The fast is real soon, though.
渋いかな。
Finally, the last stage goes. And we can head straight back. Yeah, in case you're wondering, this is a game from the Win36 era, 1998.
シャブが足らない。
That wonderful look of it, of that kind of 3D going on.
So we've gotten all the training we need to do done, and we've completed the stagecoach quest, so basically we're free to just do whatever we want now. We can dismiss our lovely ladies because we're done with them. We're going to pick, now we need to go shopping for magic.
Shopping.
Pick up a merchant and a duper, which is going to make things cost less, so we can actually afford everything. And we we can complete everything just with the gold that we got at the start. We need telekinesis. That's going to let us interact with objects from very far away, saves minutes of walking, or I guess flying. Flying is much faster than walking. The Air Guild here, we're going to pick up fly and jump. If the guild
何が何だかわからんね。
Fly, obviously, is super fast. Flying is good. It's illegal to fly indoors, so we need jump so that we can continue to do broken things when we're indoors. Haste is to beat the final boss.
Yeah, haste, you'd think we don't use it at all until the very end, but it's super duper important.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling when it's for you. That's the good part. And then we need Lloyd's Beacon and Town Portal here. Excellent.
どうなんで
Town
しょう
Portal
ね。
just goes to those 6 towns. Lloyd's Beacon is mark and recall. You set a beacon somewhere, and then you can recall it later. Obviously, saves on back.
家の写真流れてきて笑
This
っ
is
て
how
る。
telekinesis works. Yoink. I'm suddenly in that building.
So Slicker Silvertongue there is representing Wilbur Humphrey. He is supposed to give us access to the Oracle, but he's just no-sirred us. So now we need to get him removed from the council, which is like next side quest. Doing a small sequence break, going to the North File here. We're going to pick up a memory crystal, which we don't know that we need yet, but the game's open.
なんでみんな
This
実
is
写
also
ガム
going
な
to be
んだ
our
ねこれ。
first dungeon. You can see that because we're a single
それが
pixel,
売りなのかな。
the camera, which is centered, is halfway submerged into the ground, so it's in a no-draw. So things are going to look neat. Captain can actually like look down to have the entire screen in the no-draw, which is
pretty good. Pretty good. Don't mind all these characters. The fact that we're ants means that the projectiles have an incredibly unlikely chance to hit us.
So casting jump here skips basically the entire dungeon.
もうなんかおかしいんだが。
That we need to get a password for. Then the last spell we need is 3 copies of Shrapnel, which is just for doing lots of damages. We use it to kill like 4 things.
Oh, here we go.
So Shrapnel's in those brown books. The reason that this is so hard to get is because there's another spell, Mass Curse, which Germain, the Dark Guild Master, is trying to sell us. And the spell's glitched and does literally nothing.
Okay, so everybody gets some spells.
Yes.
Boink.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yes.
So we're getting everybody up to dark magic to make shrapnel even more effective.
Okay, now all the training's done, I promise. Only action from here on out. So Kriegspire is basically the central hub of the whole game where all the fun action comes. By the way, this game is from an old era of PC gaming where a lot of the difficulty is from just not knowing where things are, and the game just doesn't hold your hand at all for telling you where things are. So our quest to end winter, you just say, hey, go end winter, and no one knows how to end winter. And turns out you just talk to that hermit on the mountain, and he ends winter for you. So the quest done.
Amazing.
This well here gives us plus 30 levels, which means that we don't need to do any training to do all of the in-game stuff. It's temporary, so we'll need to come back. We needed the Prince of Thieves earlier, so we just grab him now. The Freehaven sewers, there's 6 different entrances, which are just in people's houses. Try not to think about how we're getting into the sewers from people's houses.
もう冬が終わりましたね。
But this is once again a giant labyrinth and it's a wild goose chase where you need to clear out like 3 different thieves guilds in order to find out that the guy is even here. So we have time for while we're just walking through the sludge.
もう何が何だかからん。
$50 from Olay 240. Mighty CapnClever and his magical run. Does that count as a pun? So glad to see Might and Magic in the GDQ. Hope to see more next time. Big thanks to all the runners and the staff for yet another amazing
血吐いた
event.
今血吐いた。
Alright, so the Prince of Thieves is going to be just around the corner behind a secret door. And just literally just hiding under his bed.
You normally have to take this incredibly circumnavigous route just to figure out where he is. It's the worst, but we can just go straight through.
You can see we're continuing to use telekinesis to save time.
Ignoring
Yeah,
doors.
so we've entered winter and found the Prince of Thieves, so we can turn in both those quests. That's 4 of the 7 council quests we need to do complete already. Dismiss our merchant because we're picking up a new follower, a very important follower.
The best follower.
Which makes the single segment route possible.
The curse.
What? I mean, the curse doesn't matter. So you can just pick it. You missed.
Yeah, well, no, that's because of
Oh
the
yeah,
curse.
you're cursed. Oh yeah.
That's why.
Dang.
Gotta go get Healergasm.
So this is Healergasm, the master healer. The curse makes your spells have a chance to fail, which is why the telekinesis failed. Alright, so next we need to go to Garrick's Forge, which is the most difficult dungeon in the game for the speedrun. It's not actually that hard, but for like casually, but every single floor is just, you know, it's very porous. The floor doesn't hold up ants very well.
Okay, I'm just gonna change a couple of readies. Whenever I need to use
RPG の終わりか。
switch to the ready spell to that because trying to cast that and then immediately remember to push my
So first sequence break, just jump down that spiral staircase.
一応次のイースオリジンでロープレイは終わりですかね。
Jumping over there, just slide through this wall and then into the floor.
Video games. What are you gonna do?
All right, so first sequence break, come down this spiral staircase. Second sequence break, skip a puzzle by jumping across here. Then right through this wall.
Yeah, it didn't fall through the floor this time.
And through that locked door.
Okay, jump, 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 jump for my life. Because there's a chance that I'll just fall through that floor with no expectation.
Skipping another puzzle with another jump.
That one's skippable normally, but
yeah.
You know, why not? Why not? Sometimes the chocolate cleric specifically. Yeah, come on.
I forgot to mention, from left to right, the classes are a druid, a vanilla cleric, a chocolate cleric, and a sorcerer.
Yeah, Chevreau has 2 jobs, one of which we basically just completed right now.
画面が半分おかしい。
Swingle's our resident jumper and flyer. He does a lot of work.
And Goku's there to cast telekinesis. He blocked the jump. He's so skilled. Alright, another staircase skipped. Jump's really good. Like, a lot of the appeal of this game casually is just that it's so broken, there's so many things to exploit. They put all these spells in the game, and I don't know if they ever expected us to actually use them. Like, this triggers a trap there just by TKing that. And that's the hourglass of time, which Albert Newton wants and missed. We'll turn that in later.
We're about to set up another beacon. Back here.
There's the areas that you can't town portal to. You need to set beacons. So we tap Slicker Silvertongue to Wilbur Humphrey, and he gives us a cloak of Ba belonging to Silvertongue. So he's probably a traitor, but we need proof. Ba, by the way, is an evil cult started by the devils. That well is trapped. The trap is that it puts us in the middle of this castle, really close to the memory crystal. So very dangerous trap. So that's the second memory crystal of 4 that we, pixel shot.
Oh, couldn't find it.
There it is.
Back over. Did you ever explain the pressing enter thing to reset?
Oh, yeah. This game you can switch between real-time and turn-based mode. When you switch into turn-based mode, it just resets the cooldown on everyone's spells, so that saves time.
That's really broken, by the way.
This is the only difficult combat in the run. We need to go to the Devil's Outpost and get their plans by killing the Devil of Ba.
And this is why everybody needs shrapnel. Because this can go really badly unless you do it really fast. Come on, come on, come on. There we go, got it.
All right, excellent, and we're out of there.
That was fast. First try is a good try.
So that's the Devil's plans, which Osric Temper wants, which is every council quest completed now, except for we need the evidence that Slicker Tongue is a traitor, so we're going to head over to the Temple of Ba.
Superior Temple of Ba. Yeah. This is Chevro's other job, opening doors.
Yeah, every door here is trapped and you need 4 perception to open it, so we just get 4 perception. You can use, this place is also massive, but use Lloyd's Beacon to cut down a lot of running. It's also a couple more murders to do. That guy has a key. You need 2 keys to open the chest that has the evidence in it. We just passed the chest.
But we need the key for it.
Yeah, we need 2 keys.
Oh, this game. I love requiring 2 keys followed by actually doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
Slaughter Bartfast puts in a lot of work.
And once again, we're ants. It's very hard to hit an ant.
Resetting to make it slightly faster. Okay. I gotta grab the gold.
これはそうですね。RTA のまあイベントですね。
Oh, whatever. We'll fall.
いろんな RTA をいろんな方がやるっていう。で、チャリティをまあ集めると。
New World Computing logo.
まあチャリティーイベントでまあこの RTA をまあ見せることでチャリティーを
So, we're gonna turn in the last council quest, which will let us access the Oracle. And now we can just spoil the big plot twist, which is that the Oracle is a giant computer, and the memory crystals are its memory, and we need to collect the other 4 for it to work. This is like the second most dangerous dungeon in the entire game, but because we're ants, we can just slide through this window and fall down here. Wait, that window happens to be right above where the memory crystal is, and we can just grab it out of the air with TK and skip the entire thing.
すげえな。いえいえ。
Then we head over to Dartmoor.
まあここはね、それの日本語の再配信のチャンネルで、まあ日本語で基本配信します。まあ本家はね、ご覧のように英語で喋ってるので、まあ今年からではありますが、まあ日本語配信も始めさせていただきましたっていうことですね。
If I get it. Oh, I didn't get it.
Wow, Cat.
First try every time.
多分ね、俺疲れてるよ相当。テンションが低いもん。
Suddenly half the entire dungeon's
Yeah,
over.
just like right through the ceiling.
うん。
The rest of Dartmoor is just a really long walk, so I'm going to
ああもうめちゃくちゃだよ。
explain the plot, which is that
あまた
the
壁抜け
human
した。
race is a bunch of space aliens who have gone off on expedition missions with a big global network. The Kriegans, which are the devils, which are unrelated space aliens, showed up beat up the humans and disconnected them from the network, bringing them back to barbarism, which is, you know, a society of people cutting hair.
Medieval times and magic.
Right, which is why we're on swords and magic and stuff, but there's all these like secret computers. So the oracle we're trying to access is actually just like it's like a giant computer that acts as a museum and like tourist kiosk. So once we turn into the crystals, we're going to need to get a control cube from the Tomb of Varn, which is a giant pyramid, which is the spaceship with which the humans arrived.
なんだ、全員でサムズアップして何してんの今の。
So this section is hilariously one of the the most refined and optimized parts, and it's literally just clicking on 4 pedestals. Like months of innovation have cut minutes off of literally clicking on 4 pedestals.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
From like the TK and the Lloyd's beacons and like resting to refill mana and a whole bunch of other strats. There's so many like just tiny little optimizations in this game.
Yeah, this used to be really boring, and now it's only half. It's pretty good. Yeah, this run is, if you're confused, that's perfectly normal. This is a very, very confusing run.
I mean, this is just your standard fantasy RPG, where you just go around and do quests, and everything works. This is just a little bit of safety training for the marathon, just to make sure everyone has like some health. Then dismiss the duper, pick up Fun Healer. So conveniently, we can just go back to Dragon Sand through that same.
Oh, that's fine.
いろいろあるよね、その
Conveniently, we just go back to Dragon Sand.
Hey, Dragons, how's it going?
And then, as soon as we render in, there it is. There's that the giant pyramid in the middle of the desert. The Tomb of Varn.
そうだ、エモートで思い出したけど、俺も作んなきゃな、エモート。
And now we don't care. Tomb of Varn takes like, oh god, it's like 4.5 minutes,
yeah.
And it's pretty boring.
Tomb of Varn is about the size of every single dungeon we've been into so far.
自分のチャンネルのエモート作んなきゃ。
And then we're jumping along here because this wall will just like suck you up and spit you out somewhere else.
その顔文字っす、顔文字。妹は作れないよ。
Like, if we didn't have Lloyd's Beacon, this would probably take like 7 minutes instead of 4.5.
Yeah,
it's really important.
あと10分ぐらいで終わるんかな。
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the genies to stop trying to hurt us. They're really loud. About to get some time. All right. So, the Tomb of Varn is a giant space pyramid. There's a big irradiated room that you need the Legend of the Crystal Skulls to protect you from the radiation. And then you need to collect 6 passwords belonging to each of the crew members of the spaceship that all activate a different of 6 different positions. All the passwords are the corresponding Star Trek crew member backwards, so the captain's code is Crick. And the doctor, the doctor's code is Yakum.
John Van Cannigan, the creator of Might and Magic, huge Trek. You see it all over the games.
No, there's a skip. Oddly enough, we can skip another thing by being ants. This room's really dangerous. This is why we pick up 2 healers.
Doom-like RPG.
Right, so Goku died, but that's normal for Goku. We can just bring him right back. So we needed the other key to get the key to open this chest, and that key opens the chest that actually has the control cube.
Yeah.
Accessing the control tube normally, you fall down a giant pit, and there is no way out, so they had to put in a back door so that you could actually leave if for some reason you didn't have Town Portal or Lloyd's Beacon by this point. So we're just going to enter through the back door, which is, 2 minutes of walking from here, so you could read some donations.
Yeah.
We have $50 from SSFX17. Good luck on the run, CapnClever. Shout out to Commander Keen. We have a 500 anonymous donation.
Dang.
すごいね。5万とか5万円とか普通に寄付するのはすごいわ、本当。
We have $50 from Benjamin Holland. Love watching this run. Great work, Cap'n. Shout out to Zach Z, who showed me this game. We have $10 from Eva113. I played this years ago. Result? I saved the world but blew up the planet. On behalf of myself and my friend, who's probably traveling home from work currently. We have $75 from two Parmanians. Good luck to our favorite runner, CapnClever. He is absolutely one of the best.
So these laser sounds, those are, you know, floating drones firing lasers at us. Don't worry about it. Speaking of, what's the bid war for the ending looking like?
Yeah, we should probably close it now.
何してんのかな。
You are going to be saving the world by quite a large margin, around $800 actually.
Excellent.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so we're finally in the control center. We're going to read this, and it's going to tell us how to use blasters.
Never point a blaster at something you don't intend to vaporize. Very important.
And then we're going to get ourselves a blaster right here. Like I said, this is your standard fantasy RPG. So we're gonna kidnap the prince here to save a few frames. Yep, there he is. We need to talk to him again, so we're just gonna take him with us. Okay, let me give us that. So this is like a final fetch quest at the end, which should take a while because it doesn't give you any hints, but it's literally just talk to the prince, click the well, talk to the prince, go to this door, all within inches of each other, and you get sent around the entire world trying to find this stuff.
Video games, man, they don't respect your intelligence, and then you break them like this and get back for all of those years. Bam.
All right. So we actually just traveled diagonally there, but if you played the game, hey, you can travel diagonally, but you didn't know that.
Let's do this.
Also, we were in the final area of the game. The prince didn't want to come, so he went to the circus for an unrelated side quest. That's how you hold a blaster, by the way.
That's how you hold a blaster.
And now we're ready to go and on our way to the final dungeon, the Hive, which is the spaceship the Freelings showed up on. Standard fantasy RPG.
Pretty much.
So the haste spell reduces your hit recovery by a fixed amount. The blaster fires very quickly. It has a very low hit recovery. As it so happens, the amount that haste reduces your hit recovery is more than the blaster's hit recovery, so it gets dropped to 0. So you end up firing every frame if you're hasted and using a blaster.
Yeah, if you don't know what firing every frame looks like.
イースまでね、あと少しだから我慢しよう。
And like every attack is a mini nuclear explosion. It's pretty good.
So this game uses like Dungeons and Dragons numbers, so you roll like 2d8 plus 4 for damage and stuff. The DPS on the blaster with haste is something like 50,000 damage per second, something ridiculous like that. This is the final boss.
Yeah.
Oh man, good fight. All right, let's finish up. And time.
Oh.
Yeah, we finished. It happened. Oop, I can get the cursor out of the way now. Okay, so that's the Ritual of the Void, the scroll we picked up. And this is my favorite part. Look at all these guys. Oh, so good. And this is my favorite, Mage Jive. He's really happy with his
本社バカ。
He's just having so much fun with it. This is early 3D FMV.
And that is what all of our characters looked like, 4 dudes in full plate. And there's Nikolai, who is actually in the circus right now, but he's here ready to knight us anyway.
Heroism, valor, the service of the realm. I the knight.
レンダリングがすごいね。
All of Imroth thanks thee.
Mage Jive right there.
Yes,
I love
thank
Mage
you,
Jive.
heroes. Thank you for saving my kingdom for me.
This guy's the best laugh. Oh, it's such a good laugh. All right, so Slaughter Bartfast, Goku, Chevro, and Swingle just saved the world in a mere 2 months and 24 days.
ドルイド、クレリック、クレリック、ソーサラ。
4 or 5 days?
5 days is the current record, but I have a route for 4, so coming soon.
It's pretty good. So just in conclusion, thanks to the original SDA segment run, Xiao Yizu? I think it was that. Sorry.
It's the Might and Magic 6 run on SDA. Yes. You can find it.
That was the original run. Free Chips then improved it a lot. There was also Matt Pieta who helped me out when I was first looking at Free Chips run. And Ichim Arnold, who currently holds the record at a sub 25. What was my time, by the way? But 27:50 is not that bad at all, especially given Dragon Sand there. But yeah, he's got a pretty darn good run at this point. So thanks to all those people, and many thanks to Ed, who has been the chief router of the game for quite some time now. He's brought it down from the Free Chips 32, 31-ish to where it is now, almost 10 minutes less. So thank you very much. Thank you for having me, GDQ, and I'll see you around.
Oh, Super Bomberman.
All right, and coming up next, we actually have an interview with Fiesel and Aquas, the runner of Ghosts and Demons, which will be happening later on in the marathon. And then after that, we have Ghost King with his run of Eve's Origin. Apologies to all the people who are still mad at me for mispronouncing it twice. But while we get set up for that interview, we are going to go to a quick ad break, so stick around for the interview later on.
はい、なんで、ここからちょっとね、RPS さんにちょっと変わっていただいて、はい、次のね、イーストオリジンは RPS さんから配信が始まりますので、お願いします。ね、夜はまた戻ってくるんで。夜また何時頃戻る予定なんで、はい、じゃあ一旦、宣伝が終わったら切れます。
And welcome back to Summer